Hey guys, so how are you doing? This is Zed from Zedoutdoors. I hope you're having an awesome day. So it's the aftermath of the Bushcraft show 2014. I think it's been about, a week and a half now since it's finished. And I've been meaning to do this video, so having seen a lot of the guys do it already, I thought, okay, fine, it's good to do it. So what is this video? This video is basically I received very kindly a lot of gifts at the Bushcraft show. From people that I know, a couple of people that I've just spoken to briefly, that came up and kindly said hello. I was kind of gifted, a load of things, some things still in their packaging that I want to do. So I thought, how do I go about doing it? I didn't want to rush it at the Bushcraft show, so I had it in my head that as soon as I get home, I'll do it. And because I've received so many gifts, I thought, you know what, let me just quickly do it in one video, give you a couple of updates, give you a couple of my thoughts on the Bushcraft show, and also let you know what's coming up in the coming weeks. So, in order to keep organised, I've made some notes. Look at that, man. That's how organised we've got to be. So, in no particular order, okay. First things first, I've got a parcel that I received, honestly, about 2 months ago. I feel quite ashamed saying this. But I received it a couple of months ago from Jedi Knight of the Woods. I'm going to do a separate unboxing on that because he sent this to me quite a while ago. And I've got a pretty good idea what it is. So I want to do that as a separate thing. So Jedi, if you're watching, I have not forgotten, not by any stretch. So in no particular order, the first thing I received was a fire kit from Shtf 2206, Mike. Mike, we've spoken a little bit here and there, been following his channel, spoken on Instagram, and he kindly came over to our group shelter. We spent a bit of time chatting. I think he made a cameo in my video as well. Really nice guy. Man, I love your Pathfinder stuff, man. The guy, he was like Dave Canterbury sponsored, everything. And it was really cool, the kit that he had. And he very kindly gave me this fire kit. So here we have the fire kit. Here we have some fat wood. We have some char cloth. I think this is some is that PVC glue? I think it is. This is some fire lighter. This, I believe, is pine resin, okay, in Ranger bands. So, Mike from Shtf 2206, thank you. So the next gift that I received was when I went headed over to Camp Baza. I think, was it a Saturday night or Sunday night? I was there for a couple of hours. I chilled out in a famous Arctic tent. And boy, do those guys know how to party. You Camp Baza guys, my God. It was like a carnival, but it was a really cool time. Everyone was there. Once again, I didn't get a chance to speak to everyone. It was just so full on. And while I was chilling out in the Arctic tent with Craig Leaf Life Bushcraft and Sean Skids Bushcraft, Stokey Joe, it was really cool meeting you, and Mark from Barking Badger, he very kindly gave me some batteries. So he was handing these out. So it was like Father Christmas, sponsored by Duracell and Energizer. So Mark, you're an absolute star. Barking Badger, thank you. So next present was a gentleman called James. I'm not sure what your YouTube name is, so if you could let me know, James. And James was pitched just behind us in a parachute. Poor guy, I think was it the Friday night and the Saturday night, he ran into a bit of bother in his shelter. It was just his hammock was giving him issues, and the poor guy was really kind of stressing out. So we called him over to our camp. He was literally about 10 yards away. They just kind of took him around the fire, just let him kind of calm down, get a bit of perspective, work out what was going on, and obviously it was just too late for him to sort out his shelter. It was way too late. It was like in the early hours. It was pitch black, getting cold. So just gave him a couple of pieces of kit, like a bedroll and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure he got a good night's sleep. And he didn't have to do this, but the next day he very kindly gave me. He gave me this carabiner, so proper rock climbing carabiner. I've not seen this style before, so it's got this in at the bottom, and obviously it's got this thing here, so it locks in. So James, you're an absolute star. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and this will be used quite a bit in my campouts moving forward. So James, thank you. Next is Newcastle's finest, and there's only one person when you think of when I say that. So Big John from North East Bushcraft. Absolute pleasure to meet you and your son Jai. It's always cool when you see people with their sons and younger people, just kind of bringing them along, showing them the way. And John, larger than life character, an absolute diamond, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And we got speaking on Facebook, and he very kindly brought a CD for me, with some Bushcraft resources on there. So it's very kind of you to have given that. So John, here you go. Thank you so much for that. That is going to be put to a lot of use. It's going to go on my iPad. A lot of resources on there for me to kind of digest when I'm at home or when I'm out. So John from North East Bushcraft, Thank you very much. Now the next one, I think will double up as a prop from a horror movie. So this is, you're going to know what I mean in a second, but this was given by Sparky Steve. By the way, all the links I mentioned for all the guys I will put below this video. Okay, I'll do that. Sparky Steve is part of our gathering. And what we realised was, you know, there's a group of 4 or 5 of us, and now we've got our special guest. We've got Scott from Wessex Blades. And there's a group of us that we just called ourselves the Tribal Gathering. It's just a bit of fun. And Sparky Steve, I haven't got an axe, I haven't got like a heavy duty kind of chopping implement yet. And Sparky Steve very, very, very kindly gave me this beast here. Let's have a look at it. So here you go. This is what we've got here. So this is an absolute beast. And let me take this out. Oh my God, this weighs a ton. Look at that. That is what you call an absolute beast of a weapon. So if you don't want to chop down wood, you can always just reenact a French guillotine from the 1800s and take off some heads. That's an absolute beast. So, Sparky Steve, you, sir, are an absolute gentleman. Thank you so much. So next is a gentleman called Alan. Now Alan, we've not spoken before, and he watched my video from the Bushcraft show, the May Day gathering in Kent. Really, really cool. He messaged, and throughout in that video I mentioned about my sleeping bag, that I'm going to be looking to get a proper heavy duty sleeping bag. At the moment I've got a very kind of temporary one. And he saw that, and he very, very kindly messaged saying, look, he's going to be coming to the Bushcraft show. He's got a spare, I've got to remember this actually, it's a British 58 pattern down bag, so it's a British Army surplus one. Now I was going to show it, but I've actually got it out in the garden airing. It's the first proper sunny day we've had since we got back, so I've got it out straight away. It's just airing in my back garden right now. And it's a fantastic bag. It's one that's got a waterproof bottom, and it's a down kind of bag for the rest of it. Kind of the hoodie part and stuff. It's a fantastic bag. And here's the thing, because the weather was so inclement at the thing, that I ended up using it, because here's the thing with Alan, I missed him when he dropped the sleeping bag off at our group shelter. And it's a classic thing, I think everyone found the same experience. So I missed him, and I saw him a little while later, and he let me know that, I've left it back in the parachute. And I was like, thank you so much, that was so kind of you. And then I missed you again. I think I missed you like 3 times back at our shelter. So Alan, please get in touch. I want to message you. Kind of something I want to talk to you about, just to kind of repay you in a way. But it's what a gentleman. So the sleeping bag was enough. I was like, look, unless if it's a spare one, like you mentioned in the message when he first sent it to me, fine. I'll be more than honoured to take it. And that alone was enough. And then he gave me this. So let me quickly show you what he done here. He gave me this book, The Natural Navigator, The Art of Reading Nature's Own Signposts. It's a brand new book, man. I mean, how awesome is this? This is fantastic. This is definitely going on my next expedition. I want to read this and definitely digest that. He doesn't even stop there. He then gave me some proper... Let me try and zoom in here. This is not happening, is it? There you go, there you go, there you go. Right, beeswax. Look at that proper little block of beeswax, man. How cool is that? I know there's quite a few uses for this. So that is really, really cool. And on top of that, he gave me a little tin of live fire. I've seen this around on videos and stuff. And this is a little tiny one. That is so, so cool. I've been looking to get one of these just to try out. And he gave that. And then finally, just when I thought it stopped there, I mean, that alone was just unbelievable. I then found out I missed him again, and let me grab this. He then came back, and I missed him again, and he gave this Gerber machete. I mean, check that out. This is for the group. This is, a present he gave to the actual group. And let's pull this bad boy out. So let me get this out here. Look at that. God, that is really sharp, the saw part of it. The blade is pretty sharp as well. I want to sharpen that up, so it's like, so I can shave with it in the morning, look like Crocodile Dundee. And this is awesome. This is absolutely fantastic. It's the first machete that I've owned. So we've got that guillotine from Steve, and we've got this now as part of the group thing. And I didn't even know what to say. It was just such generosity from you, Alan, for giving that. So, and then what I'll do, I want to put once again Alan's YouTube channel below. I don't think he's posted any videos, so you know, hopefully he'll change that. So, Alan, thank you so much. You're an absolute star. Thank you. The next one is going to be an unboxing. This was sent just shortly after the Bushcraft show by Robert McKenzie, a Canadian guy who's living here in the UK now, and a really nice guy. He's part of our group, you know, the tribal gathering. An absolute gentleman. He's now started posting a lot of videos now. So obviously, once again, another one of those guys I put a link to down below. And once again, very kindly, he sent over this box. This only got delivered like a few days after the Bushcraft show. So I've not opened it yet. So there you go. And what I've got here is a pair of, these are brand new Pathfinder scissors. These are kind of been sanctioned by Dave Canterbury and based on a Mora model. And I'm joking, right? Just a normal pair of scissors. I know the Bushcraft tradition is they pull out a fancy knife, but I like to keep things simple, man. So let's just open this up very quickly. Right, let's see if we can open this up. Oh, he's got a note in here, probably telling me how much he loves me. Yeah, he does say he loves me. I'll leave that part out. Zed, some say that variety is the spice of life. I say a variety of spices makes for a better life. Here's something to help you spice up your life. Enjoy it, Rob. I think I know what this is, because I made a comment about something. And if it is, you're an absolute star for getting this. It's like a stress reliever, isn't it? Like bubble wrap. Read the other side. Oh, this gets exciting. No knife. Aha! I like it, man. Look how organised these Canadians are, man. He's even signposted it for us Brits. Oh, you star! Do you know what this is? This is this bad boy here, Old Bay seasoning. The reason why this discussion came up is Rick, Big Dog Bushcraft, is part of our clique. He had this, and do you know where I saw this? I first saw this on Bushcraft Barton, you know, from Canada. Obviously a fellow Canadian like Rob. And I saw it first on his video, and he couldn't speak of it, you know, highly enough. And I was like, you know what, you know, and Dave Canterbury uses this, and I saw this, and Rick had it, and took a picture of it at the Bushcraft show. And I just mentioned it on a photograph that I posted up on fan page. Oh, I'm going to try this out one day. And Rob, you're an absolute star for trying this. And this goes on everything. So this, if you got crabs, which I won't insert a stupid innuendo here. You got shrimp, chicken, vegetables, like everything, you know, this goes on it. So, oh my God, this is 100% going to my kit. So Robert McKenzie, the Canadian stallion, thank you so much. So next is a present from Moleskin Joe. Joe's a gentleman that is not really active on YouTube. He's more active on Instagram. We've been chatting away, I think, for a good couple of months now. A British guy, really nice guy. He's good friends with people like Lee from LB Custom Knives, and yeah, Sandy from Jackal Knives, and Wiltshire Man. And I knew he was going to be at the Bushcraft show and vice versa. And yeah, really, I just want to say hello. And we met, and he very kindly gave me something. I was like, wow, he didn't have to do that. It was very cool of you to do so, and I love it. It's got a mole with sunglasses, man. I mean, how awesome can you get? That alone was awesome, man. Getting an envelope with a mole with sunglasses on it. And he's just a really nice guy. He's a massive guy. I was like that. I was like getting neck ache just looking up at him, man. But he's just the sweetest guy you'll ever meet. So let me just open this up. Man, a mole with sunglasses. How cool is that? Let's just have a look here. Ooh, no way. Well, he's given us some fine lighting. Is this, I think this is jute twine wrapped in wax, is that? I believe it is, and some ranger bands. And the other thing, oh, this is really cool. So let's have a look at what he's given. So here you go. He's got some jute twine, I believe, wrapped in wax and ranger bands. He's got this here. I think this is reindeer rattler. So let's just have a look. So I'll just take this out here. Oh wow, this is so cool. This is like a neck chain, isn't it? Oh wow, that is really cool. I don't know if you can just about see there's some matches inside, some more tinder, and this is handmade. Wow, this is very, very, very cool, man. I like that. There's something about handmade items. I know it's a bit of a cliche thing to say, but it's the truth. I mean, all items are fantastic. There's something extra special. You know, I'm really getting into the craft stuff myself, and to think he made this himself. Wow, dude, this is amazing. Moleskin Joe, you're an absolute star for giving this. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, Moleskin Joe, thank you. And finally, we have Mr. Stony Broke Bushcraft. Andy, what an absolute gentleman. Once again, another guy I missed. All I know is I was just heading back to the camp and like, a couple of the guys, I believe James Hunter in 1986. Hunter in 1986? That's how he says his name in his videos. And he said, oh God, you missed Andy, Stony Broke. And I was like, what? And he goes, he left something at the thing. I was like, no way. So I caught up with him afterwards briefly, him and Foxy. It was good to see you guys. And once again, another couple of guys I did not get a chance to speak to anywhere near enough. This was something I was not expecting at all. Pardon me. Truth be told, I've not really spoken to Stony Broke that much. And we've had a bit of converse on each other's videos, but that's really it. So I was not expecting this at all, and his intention was to give something because of Scott. You know, I invited Scott as our guest to the event. You know, got his ticket and stuff. And you know, in return, he was touched by that, and he wanted to give something back to me, and he didn't have to do that. And I think I know what it is. So let's just have a look. So let's just do an unboxing here, unwrapping. Right. Let me get the Pathfinder scissors out. Undoubtedly there's going to be someone now on the Pathfinder side. Dave Canterbury, do you do those scissors that Zed used in his video? Bless. So let's just open this up. I don't want to damage this, but I think I know what it is. Oh my days, no way. Unbelievable. Oh my God. You have got to be joking. Oh my days. It's not often I'm speechless. Wow. Oh my God, are you serious? You probably want a closer look in it. Let's have a closer look. Check this out. Unbelievable. Dude, check this out. Peace, brother. It's my kind of famous sign out. Dude, I'm just, oh my God. This is unbelievable. Look at this. Look at the detail on that. Are you serious? Mushrooms. Let's not talk about mushrooms. Right, anyway. Dude, oh my God. The detail on this is just unbelievable. Do you know how guys like yourself just knock this out like you wouldn't believe? Oh, it's just, this would take me about 6 months to do, and I still wouldn't do it anywhere near as good as this. Oh my God. And you know what the thing, I've been meaning to get a staff for a while now. And what better can you get than a handcraft staff, and from the man himself. Dude, I really don't know what to say. That is just truly, truly humbling. I mean, the work that's gone into that, that is just unreal. This is guaranteed going out with me on trips. You can be assured of that. You can really, really be assured of that. So Andy from Stony Broke, thank you. So there you have it, those are my gifts. Sorry this video's dragging on a bit. Man, I've just conceded the fact my videos are long. I can't help it, right? The words can't even begin to describe. I'm not trying to sound cliche here. It's the honest truth. Thank you to everyone that I met. Thank you to everyone that's given these gifts. You know, it's truly an honour. You know, I've learned this stuff. Gifts. You know, it's a beautiful part of the community. It might sound a little bit cliche. It might seem a little bit cliche. Oh, what's all these gifts thing? You know, you're adults, but if you really think about it, you know, apart from maybe your birthday or Christmas or whatever, you know, you don't really get gifts, do you? You know, so it's a nice thing. You know, it's not an expectation, but it's just nice when you don't expect it and someone to give it. You know, the thought that goes behind it. You know, it's a real nice gesture. Something I'm going to be doing a lot of now. You know, I've put a lot of attention to it now, you know, to kind of get that done. So thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, man. Typical Zed fashion, man. Thank you so much for these gifts. It's truly, truly appreciated. All of these will be put to good use. Very quickly, a couple of bits of kit, okay? So here's the thing, Bushcraft show, I don't need to kind of tell everyone, right? 2014 was a washout. The event itself was brilliant because as a community we made it absolutely fantastic. And once again, it's the absolute truth. I mean, I had such a laugh. And don't get me wrong, it was testing at times, and Saturday we had a torrential downpour. It was bad on a Saturday. We had a parachute shelter, and it was like the Amazon rainforest in there, like water everywhere. It was just crazy. A couple of things I want to quickly kind of touch on is kit. You know, so I went there and I bought myself a pair of wellies and you know a Gore-Tex jacket and stuff, and I was going to put it on, but I purposely didn't because it was a lot of my kit I wanted to test out. Now one of them, once again, is dry now. I've kind of washed it a little bit, and it's a pair of German Para army boots. It's surplus. They're grade 1 condition. I bought them for about 40 quid, I think it was, delivered. Michael, what an amazing, amazing, amazing pair of boots. I mean, what a fantastic set of boots. I mean, trust me, the mud was bad there. The water, some of it was like shin high. I'm not even exaggerating. You know, there was the banks on the river that kind of flooded. And the water was bad. The mud in places was like that deep, literally, you know, and everything in between. And I'll tell you what, not one drop of water would seep through those boots. So the German Para boots, I don't remember who I got it from. It's a British Army surplus place. Man, I cannot fault them. I'm not giving them, you know, like a full accreditation. I've still got to wear them for quite a while. But so far, my God, did they stand the test of time. And my other favourite piece of kit is this here, right? This, a lot of people have been asking about it. It's the Ridgeline Storm Jacket, okay? I've had a design of these, I've seen these for a while, and I bought it just before the Prepper meetup from the Bushcraft show in London. And it was on the way down from the Prepper meetup, and I stopped off there, and I got myself this jacket. And it's about 60, 65 quid. Now this is obviously designed as like, you know, to keep you warm and windproof. And it's not 100% waterproof, but it's 100% windproof. Just a phenomenal jacket. It's a very tight fit, so you've got to be careful what size you get. Anyway, cut long story short, I've worn this at a Prepper meetup and a couple of other outings, and it's held up really well. But then the weather hasn't been too bad. The weather here, obviously, at the Bushcraft show was absolutely diabolical. It was really, really bad. You know, literally on Saturday, like I said, we had thunderstorms. And I wore this when I was out and about. Now, granted, it's not 100% waterproof, right? I am telling you, man, not one drop of water went through this, man. And I took it through hell and back. We were collecting firewood. I was battering this around, walking through shrubs, and you name it. Everything you could throw at this jacket got thrown at it that weekend. And you know what? I went home, packed it away, took it out a couple of days later to dry it out, and potentially, you know, just give it a bit of a wipe and clean. I took it out. It was like brand new. It was like nothing had happened to it. You know, not one drop of mud had stuck to it. And it was just in mint condition, not one even slightest fray or tear, you know. So this jacket, my God, am I impressed with the Ridgeline Storm Jacket. So glad I got this piece of kit. I can't recommend it highly enough. Like I said, I'm not giving it a full endorsement. I've still got to wear it for quite a while. But just to go out my way, I made a note to let you know that, you know, sometimes investing a little bit of money in good quality kit pays off. And when it got absolutely drenched, no water actually got through to the underlayer. It's like a fleece lining, so you keep yourself really, really warm. You stand in front of the fire for not even 30 seconds, a minute, you know, boom, it was just bone dry, you know, it just dried out within seconds. So the Ridgeline Storm Jacket, you know, gets my complete thumbs up. So a few very quick things. First of all, I know there's been a lot of complaints about the organisation of the Bushcraft show. You can't deal, you know, there's nothing you can do about the weather. The weather's not really the issue. Yeah, it puts a dampener on things, excuse the pun. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to be kind of objective, because here's the thing, I'm a business owner, I own my own business, and you've always got to be open to, you know, to feedback and critique. So far, I'm not really liking the way, you know, the Bushcraft show are kind of reacting to members of the YouTube community who have genuine kind of grievances. I'm not really liking that. I'm hoping I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So if you're watching the Bushcraft show, try and work with the YouTube community and not against it. You know, we're all in this together, and no one wants to go out their way to complain. But you know, rather working with. So you know, be careful what language you're using in your letters and communication. That has repercussions. If you look at the YouTube community as a whole, collectively, we reach out to tens of thousands of people. You know, that's massive. That's not something small. so even from a marketing perspective, it's that has a lot of significance on your future events and your reputation. So work with the community, don't work against it. We're all in this together, and no one wants a bad experience, and no one wants to kind of have to turn around and say, no, I'm not going to go to your show because of the way you treated me. We all want to kind of like work to a situation where we all have a great time. So the Bushcraft show, yeah, it's a bit of a washout, but am I glad I went? You betcha I went. Meeting everyone in the community. Once again, not being able to spend enough time with everyone, there's guys like Forest Prepper and a whole bunch of guys that didn't spend anywhere near as amount of time as I should have, and I wanted to. But all in all, it was a fantastic event, but really it's because we made it a fantastic event. And it was really an opportunity to test your kit out and work against the elements. And also as well, I've kind of concluded, because there's been certain comments, from people on videos, why are you not showing bushcraft skills and whatever. Here's a reality, and I only speak for myself here. When you go to the big gatherings, I've just conceded now, you're not really going to practice bushcraft, per se. You're just going in to relax. You're going in to meet other members of the community, like going to the Prepper meetup and obviously the Bushcraft show. You go to meet up other members of the community, chill out, relax, just have fun, and in a way, glamping. It's the one time that you do the glamping. So even at our parachute canopy, it was glamping central, and I make no qualms about that. You want to relax in fun and a bit of luxury. It's a few times you get to do it, because the rest of the time you're going out and really kind of be rugged about things. So there's that. Also, when I was there, and I don't want to sound cliche when I say this, but I was truly humbled, with people that came up to me. I consider myself really new to this community and the outdoors and bushcraft and preparedness and everything. Really, really new. And the amount of people that came over, complimenting me, on the work that I was doing, my channel and so forth, it was truly humbling. People that obviously I look up to, all the way to people that I've never spoken to before. So it was truly humbling, for you to come over and in one way or another, say thank you for the work that I do. I enjoy every minute of it, and really it shocks me. I sometimes sit there and I think people actually watch my stuff. You still think that, don't you? But I do anyway. So I want to sincerely thank you. Also, a couple of quick things. I think there's a part of me that's conceded my videos are just long, right? And believe it or not, I'm capable of putting out short videos, and I will do. I genuinely do have a lot in the pipeline now. I've made a full-blown commitment now to post regular videos, not just for the sake of it, but stuff that I want to share. I always stress the fact I'm not an expert, and I'm going to make sure in every video I stress that. So the thing is this, I've got some notes here. So in terms of my videos, the one thing I enjoy doing is talking to experts who know who know their craft. So I've done a recent one, which is Ben Orford, about sharpening. I was going to do another one. Once again, the weather impacted a lot. There was 2-3 guys there that I was going to do videos with. Once again, the weather just wreaked havoc. Like Chris Kane was going to do a video with me, a couple of other people there. So moving forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorial videos, but tutorial videos on the context of I speak to the experts, not me, I'm in no position to teach you anything. So there's people out there, and the truth of the matter is, I'd ask them the same questions even without a camera. So my thing is, well, I don't mind getting a camera out, taking a bit of time, recording, editing, so forth. That conversation, and hopefully helping some of you out who are in my position or kind of in intermediate levels or even advanced. If you're not growing, you're dying. Sounds a bit morbid that, but you're always going to be learning. You've always got to have this capacity to learn. You never know it all. So like I said with my channel, I've just accepted the fact it's going to be long, right? So my apologies about that. I've got to try and work on that. So I'm just hoping you guys don't fall into a coma, every time you watch my video, including this one, right? And just so you know as well, coming up now in terms of the shows, a Bushcraft show, I'm more than likely will be attending next year. Once again, I'm hoping we can work with the organisers, to make sure everyone has a good time. The next big gathering is going to be the Wilderness Gathering. So I've not heard a lot of Bushcrafters talk about it, but the Wilderness Gathering, I've not been to yet, but everyone I've spoken to said it's by far the best one out there. And these are traders and the experts that are out there. So the Wilderness Gathering, which is in Wiltshire, which is in August, I think it is. Is it August? I think it's in August. Check it out. We're going to be there, our tribal gathering, right? Our little gathering. It looks like a fantastic event. So the Wilderness Gathering, make sure you guys are there. I know a lot of guys have not spoken about it yet. And I know a lot of the guys are based in that neck of the woods, so Johnny Bushcraft and Forest Prepper and a whole bunch of people. So do your best to get down there. It should be really, really cool. Apart from that, I've got a lot of my own excursions happening. As of next month, which is July, I'm going to be going to the craft side quite a bit. You know, woodcraft and leathercraft and blacksmithing and so forth. So I'll be taking you on that journey with me. I've got some preparedness related videos. Obviously everything kind of merges into one. So preparedness, prepping related videos coming up as well. And the big news being is that in 2 weeks time from the date of putting this video out, I'm going to be doing my first ever solo overnighter. So I've got a venue confirmed. I'm going to go from early Friday morning until Saturday late afternoon. And I'm going on my own, so that should be fun, man. So Zedoutdoors is actually going to be outdoors on its own, man. So I'll probably be scared crapping of myself being alone in the forest at night, because I've never done it, right? But apart from that, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really relishing it, you know. So going out and putting myself on a spot, and obviously I'll take you with me. I'm doing that. So like I said, man, I've covered a lot in this video, so I'm sorry if I overloaded you. So first and foremost, thanks for everyone for their gifts. Secondly, I had a fantastic time at the Bushcraft show, regardless of the logistical issues that happened with the organisation. You know, these things happen. And like I said, my apologies, sincere apologies for a lot of you guys I didn't spend anywhere near enough time with. Hopefully the weather will be better next time, and we'll be able to spend a lot more time together. Pardon me, I got a hiccup there. Thanks for your feedback regarding my videos and the encouragement. It's truly appreciated. Like I said, there genuinely is a lot of good stuff coming up. All the people that have kindly gifted me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to put a link to all their YouTube channels, apart from Curious Hobbit, Joe. Not Curious Hobbit, what is it? Moleskin Joe, sorry. He's on Instagram, so I'll put his link below. Feel free to check those guys out. If you like what you see, you know, hit the subscribe button. They're all genuinely really, really nice guys. So I think that's pretty much it. Zed's list is pretty much covered, man. Look at that, man. That's how organised I am, right? So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching this video. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below. So until the next adventure, I hope whatever you're doing, I always flunk the last bit. Have you noticed that? Everything goes smooth up until now. I always flunk the last bit. So whatever you're doing, I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing weekend ahead, and an amazing week ahead. And until next time, this is Zed from Zedoutdoors. Peace out.